What's going on, guys? Sin for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Buffalo Sabres and picking up where we left off here after a pretty good draft for us. Found a lot of good elite talent. And now we're getting ready for the free agency. First things first, we have a winner to announce from last year. Now, no one got a clean sweep, and only one person got 2 or more right, and that is Todd LeBlanc, who guessed the team lead for forwards would be Reinhart, and the D-man for the league was Drew Doughty, and he got those 2 right. So there you go. Congratulations, Todd LeBlanc. Better luck to everyone else this year. And now we're going to tackle what we were going to do here in free agency. Now, first things first, I think we should try to get Barry here. And we should trade off Stralman. Because he had a weird thing with his potential last year where it said it was like a top 6, and then now it's back up. And he's 84 overall, still 2 years left at 5 mil. I didn't like, okay, now it's back to top 6. It was top 4, now it's back to top. Maybe I was hallucinating that, but I'm pretty damn sure that's that it was like that. So we need to try to get Stralman out because he will decline. So hopefully a team wants him. Oh yeah, Toronto wants defense. Yeah, there we go. So we could probably get a first. I think we can get a first for this guy. Easily. Can we get a first and a second? Probably. A first and a second for Stralman would be insane. And it looks like we should be able to get that for no retention either, which that'd be bad to retain, but holy crap. We could do this. We can get a first and a second for Stralman. That's kind of crazy. Now, it might not be a great first, and, you know, Toronto would probably be a good team, but still, it's a first and a second. We're turning probably at least one of those into an elite. Can I get anything else? I'm like, wait, how much can I get? A first, second, third? No, okay, not a first, second, third. But we should be able to get a first and second. But let's just see if I can get extra here. Now, I believe we have 9 picks, so this would fill up our pick thing. But we could always trade later picks for earlier picks with some other packages later on throughout the year, if we so choose. Alright, so maybe just the first and second. No, still not the first and second. Okay, a little too good to be true there. But close. Not that close, though. I thought it was a bit closer than it was. But let's see. If I, like, send back a 7th their way, what do they say to that? Just a bit low. So, yeah, it's pretty close to get a first and a second there. So, maybe a 6 or something like that. Sweeten the value just a touch. Could be a 5. If I add that 5 in, I could probably take back a 6 or a 7. Probably not a 6. I'm going to try it anyway. Maybe not even a 7. Like, I might not be able to get anything back. But I want to try. No, still not. I don't want to have to give a 4. So, okay. Maybe we can get a higher pick then. But I do want the first and the second. Would it be worth giving up a 4? We could collect a 4 later. A 4 is pretty good. The mid-rounds are usually quite good. So I will try to get something else in return. There we go. Okay, so it was Stralman and a 4 for a first, second, and a 6. I like that. I think that's a very good trade for us. We get ourselves another first, another second. We have to give up a 4, sure, but again, we get a first and a second for Stralman, who is going to decline. And now we can pursue Barry here. And I'll probably give him the same at 2 years. And then crank him up to like 6.5. 6.5 for 2 years should be able to get him. I might want to crank it up a bit more just to be safe. We have 14 mil now. So we could still pursue someone else. We do need a top 6 defenseman as well. So if I want to be really safe to get Barry, I just sacrifice Stralman. I should go up a bit more. Let's go up like a full million almost. 6.75 for 2 years for Barry. That should get him. I don't see, because it's Detroit and New York. Neither of those teams are very good either. So this should get it. I'm going to try that for Barry there. And now I don't think I'm going to be going for a forward here, even though there are a couple available. I think internally our forward core is going to grow very well. So I think that's what we'll be doing. And if we need to make a trade, we can make a trade, maybe. So for top 6, Rutta, I think, was the guy to go for. Yeah, shot blocking's at around 86. Don't know what his discipline is like, unfortunately, but I think he should be pretty solid defensively. And price-wise, it looks good for us. So we can give him, again, 2 years. I might want to only do 1 year, though. Dallas is interested. Let's try 1 year for 2.75. I don't want to go up too high for this guy because it is just a top 6, but 1 year for 2.75. And that should do it. So around there, we've spent about 9 mil. We'd still have about 5 million to work with, which, again, we might want to hold on to. Because, I mean, we might need... Oh, we do need, like, a 4th liner, though. Some kind of 3rd or 4th liner. Patrick Marleau. Could be utility. He's got the bottom 6 potential, likely. He's going to be declining pretty heavily by the looks of it. So it's probably not worth it. I would like to get some kind of a defensive type player, I think. Patan. Not really. Again, we could always get Sabatka back, and it's for less than we would have to give him anyway. And that might be the safest bet here. So I might go for that and just do like a year at like 2.5, which is honestly less than we were offering him in the first place. So because no one else is interested in him, he'll likely sign for this. We were going to offer him like 1 by 3, but we can get it for 2.5. That should be good. We'll have a bit of cap space left over, but that's really all we have to go after at this point. We should get some internal growth as well, so we might have some prospects becoming that. Speaking of which, we need to look for some guys to play AHL. This guy, maybe a low top 6. So I like that. Let's get this guy to an entry level. We need a few guys under contract here. Because we don't have that many under contract, so... Hanula. I don't know anything about this guy. He's likely not elite, but he might be worth taking a chance off. He's another young guy. Was he undrafted or what? Yeah, undrafted. Screw it. Yeah, let's give him a contract. You can decrease him a little bit in free agency, I believe, as long as they don't have anyone interested in him. We'll just get some younger guys here. 22, that's Itu Tulola. Don't need to really go after him. Bishop, that guy's 24. Another very young guy. These guys can all maybe turn out to be something pretty decent, so it's kind of worth giving them a contract here. Just to see what they are. If they don't work out, then they don't work out. They could always be traded or other things like that. But mostly I want to see these young type of guys. Now this guy can only go up to a top 9, and he might be even lower. But again, we do need some guys under contract here. So I'm just going to sign a few of these. Let's sign maybe a defenseman or 2. Wait and see, guys. Hakkarainen, got a team interested in him. Looks pretty good, too. So let's try to get him, because someone else is interested in him. There might be something there, as well as this guy. Oh, he's got a picture, so he's probably not anything. Not him. Bales, another 19-year-old young guy. See what he can turn out to be. And that should be enough, I think. That should be enough to have under contract, I think. Yeah, plus with all the signings, yeah, that should be enough guys to sign to keep us within the. You don't want to go too overboard because you will have other guys to sign. And again, we can also sign a few of the other guys that we weren't too sure about. We want to see what some jumps are going to be here. So let's advance a couple days. See if we get all the guys we're looking to sign here. We got that guy, Bales, Finneganov, Hakkarainen. That's the guy who someone else is interested in, I think. Sim, Hanula. Okay, so those were all the young guys. We got every single one of them. Nice. Alright, we got Sabatka, we got Ruda, whatever, and now we're just waiting on Tyson Barrie. Come on now, that better be enough money. Yes, indeed, Tyson Barrie joins the Buffalo Sabres. So, woo, Good stuff. We got everyone that we are after there in free agency. That's kind of best case scenario. And cap-wise, we're above the floor, and we still have a little bit of wiggle room. So I like it. I'm going to keep all that wiggle room probably for the deadline. We got 39 guys under contract. That is enough to not have to worry about the game signing someone for you or something like that. So we're good in that regard. Scout-wise, I was going to check out... Yeah, we have one free spot here. So I'll probably just take care of that off screen, but I got to figure out what I'm missing. 2 OHL. Was it a QMJHL guy? Yeah, I believe so. The extra... Yeah, that's right. The extra QMJHL. I was going to see if there's someone better than that. And then grab him. If there's not, then there's not, but... The Q, he's an A for that, and he's a A- overall. I think that speaks for itself. Yep. Boom. So there we go. And that guy will be my new QMJHL main scout. The other guy will be the secondary. Alright, so that takes care of that. We should get him. And I'll sim up, start doing the lines, send out the scouts, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, so these are going to be our lines going forward this year. Same first line, Skinner, Eichel, and Reinhart. Second line, a Nylander, Middlestat, and Silfverberg. Now that's tentative because I'm not too sure how much Nylander will jump or Mayarov. So we'll have to see if that happens. But Middlestat, Silfverberg are pretty much guaranteed. Thompson and Sobotka on that third line as well. Ellie, Gergensons, and Berglund. We're going to use him because we don't have too many guys better. He's actually kind of decent defensively. And we got a couple guys for depth. Weiss and Greiba I signed because I wanted to use the the younger guys down there in the AHL because the guy there saying to use his depth wasn't quite depth for us. So the only other that was it. It's just Bailey, and I didn't like him. So that's what we're doing. Defensive core: Dahlin, Ristolainen, Gooley, Barry, Beaulieu, and Ruda. Well, someone tell me how to pronounce that. Ruda, Jan. I feel like Jan Ruda. I think that would be how it is. We're hoping that Dahlin gets a jump. If he doesn't, we could always, mix and match. We could do 2 lefties with Barry up there if we want to, and keep Dahlin in his role to get him to grow the most. But I think he should get a pretty big jump here. At least, I don't know. That's my thought on it. I think he should get a pretty big jump. Now, goaltenders, Lehner, Ullmark. Now, I'm not going to start Lukin in here because we will get him more quickly scouted if we start him as the starter in the AHL. And we'll be, I have a feeling he will be NHL ready, but we'll find out a lot quicker if we start him here in the AHL. Now, that's the only reason he's down there. And, maybe Lehner still gets a big-ass statistical jump here. I don't think I'm counting on it right now. So maybe he'll be the one to move. Or, yeah, because Ullmark is pretty much capped out. But we should be able to get everyone kind of scouted here. These 2 guys we don't know anything about, Weiss and Greiba. But their depth, I know Greiba is an actual depth defenseman. I don't know what the latest update, but I'm assuming he is. And Weiss, he can be a depth guy, I think. So that should take care of that. And now you guys want to make your predictions here for who you think is going to be the team leader, league leader, goaltending leader, etc. So there we have it. Make them predictions. Okay, so we're ready to go here. Ready to get simming. Now you can see I'm already a couple games in free agency. That was just because I was signing a couple extra guys in free agency. That's the only reason that's there. I also got another goaltender. I was gonna get at least one of those guys in free agency. I got one. That was the backup that you saw in the AHL. Don't have him scouted yet, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so here we go. Let's finish off preseason here and start in with the season sim just to get everyone scouted. That should be up about here. So we'll get to there and sort of reassess. I might actually want to stop it after preseason here because I want to see some production. So you know what? I'm going to stop it. It should do one more game, or is it going to make me sim that last one? I might do that. I thought I stopped. Yeah, one more. So last preseason game. Yes, we are compliant. We lost 9-1. But that was our only loss of preseason. We did pretty good by the looks of it. Let's see. So, Jack Eichel had 11 points. Reinhart had 11 points. Dahlin had 7 points. I like that. Did he? Nope, still not scouted. Skinner was 7 points. Nylander had 7. Middlestat had 6. Barry 6. Ristolainen 5. A lot of good defensive scoring, which is good for us because some of our forwards, Silfverberg, can't score that well. Tage Thompson had 4 points. Cooley had 3. Mayarov had 2 goals. Not bad. And then the rest. Alright, and goaltender usually Lehner actually didn't do too good there. Ullmark had to step in a few times and only got one full game to himself. He had to come up in a mop-up there. It's alright. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, so that takes care of that, and as I said, with this next sim period, we should get a really good idea of the scouts. And again, those other guys, the prospects we're thinking about perhaps signing, we should have them scouted by this point as well. So we could take a look at all that before we get that full month done. Yep. Waivers will be in effect. We don't need to send anyone else up or down. I've already got my scouts assigned. Alright, we lost in the season opener. Beaulieu gets injured. So, October 20th. He'll miss a bit of time there. Del Weiss doesn't like his individual performance. He's not even playing. So, alright. Immediately, Greibe gets to jump in there. And play the penalty kill and stuff for us. So, we lost the first 2 games of the season. First 3 games of the season. Not a great start. We went in a shootout. But again, this might be another tank year, and that just might be how it goes. But we've come back with 3 wins. We have yet to score more than 2 goals in a game, which is a little bit troubling. There we go, but we lose. Again, we're not scoring a whole lot. But like I said, we should be able to at least see what everything's going to look like here. Let's check out the scouting here. Ooh, a franchise power forward. A right winger franchise power forward. Daniel Valcourt. And he is doing great so far in the QMJHL for the Huskies. No weaknesses. Very friendly, keeps to himself. Puck protection, goal scoring, pro release. So he's more of a quiet type guy, but if he puts up numbers like that, do you care? Not really. Okay, 1 medium elite fully scouted, defensive defenseman. Low elite, maybe. Not quite fully scouted. But likely will be a low elite with that draft ranking. Beaulieu is now fully healed, okay. See if we got Greibe scouted in that amount of time. Not really. Well, whatever. Get Beaulieu back in there. Looks like everyone else is pretty close to being fully scouted. Dahlin is only an 86, so I might want to play him down. And he's only got 2 points in 8 games played. His plus-minus is good. Ooh, and that's not good. So you know what? Let's mix them up. At least Gouli is... Yeah, let's mix it up. Let's just get Dahlin back there. He'll play on his opposite side like he did in Europe. But yeah, pretty much everything's almost scouted. We'll let it finish before we take a look at it. But yeah, let's switch that up. Let's mix it up. Let's get Dahlin to help out with the scoring on that second pairing. No, I don't need Bortuzzo. Lost right there, but we get a point out of it. So we're 500 team right now. 4-4-1. Nice win against Colorado, 5-1. Vegas is a good team. We lose against them, but we score 3 goals, so can't be too mad at that. Lose again, but we scored 3 goals. So I don't really care right now if we lose too much. We might tank, like I said. I don't have... This is not 100% my team yet, but we're getting there. I have 1 more year of drafting. This is 100% my team. It usually takes about 2-3 years for me to really feel like it's my team. You know what I mean? Like you start your own prospect pool, your own kind of setup. 5-7-1 there in that stretch. Not good, but we should have everyone fully scouted. Ristolainen leading the team in points, which is not that good. And Lehner's only an 84. Yeah, unfortunate, but he's doing really good. So, we have 2 more years. We'd have to sit Ullmark or something like that, because he would have to clear waivers, and he would probably get claimed. Yeah, so Luukkonen is a backup. He's 80 overall, not doing too good, so we might as well bring him up. This guy, unfortunately, only backup potential. I signed him because he had a chance maybe to be fringe start or something else, but whatever. So I'll just sit him then, and put this guy in, see if that guy will be slightly better. And we'll bring up Luukkonen now. He'll be our backup. I don't know if we'll be able to send down Ullmark, and I don't necessarily want to lose him for free. So I'm going to bring up Luukkonen here. Lehner's doing very good, and again, if he keeps this up, he would get statistical growth. I think Ullmark would get claimed. He's too good. So... let's perhaps look at trade options for probably Ullmark. I mean, he'd be a great backup of the future, but maybe I could just have him scratched. And maybe our AHL is going to do pretty poor. Our AHL is going to be terrible. They really are, but what can I do about that? We don't have any top guys in here. Bachensky kind of is, but... Let's give him the top unit time with Bailey and Asplund, who are listed as fourth liners and beyond. But Asplund isn't. He's an offensive guy. Like look at his stats. He's an offensive type guy. And Bailey, same kind of deal. He's not that good defensively. Plus, he's a sniper. So maybe that line can click at least. We can get a line clicking, and that would be good. Hakkarainen, what did this guy... Oh! We don't have his potential yet, but it's still hanging in there. Close to elite. The lowest he could be is a low top 4, so this could have been a very good steal for us. Offensive defenseman, another lefty, so we'll have to see how he looks. But yeah, Ullmark hasn't played a game yet, interesting. What? Hasn't played a game yet. Hold on. I don't think I have automated rotations off, unless I made a mistake, but I didn't think I turned them... If I did turn them off, then obviously my bad, but... Yeah, auto-rotate's on, he just hasn't played. Very weird that he didn't play there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Not too sure why. I mean, Lehner was doing great, like, don't get me wrong, but... Yeah, the problem is, man... It's like, yes, Ullmark would be a great backup for, like, a long time. I wonder if he would clear waivers. I don't think he would. But we gotta play Luukkonen. And with the way Lehner's doing, man, again, he could have another fantastic year and get statistical growth. He seems like that kind of goaltender. So let's see about values here when it comes to Ullmark. Would he be worth shipping off, or should we risk waivers? Ullmark might be worth shipping off here. We could probably get a second or a third for him. Yeah, might be able to do that. We'd only have 3 goaltenders signed at that point, which isn't good, obviously. It's sort of tempting. And again, Lehner doing so good. I don't want to risk waivers with Ullmark. I will get nothing back. And this might be sort of a risk anyway to ship this guy off. But that's his full trade value, which means he could be like an 82. Pretty solid backup. He hasn't played yet. And Luukkonen's ready. Ullmark would be... I'm going to hold out. I don't really want to leave him scratch, though, and tank his morale. I'm really torn. I am really torn. On second thought, let's just try it. I'm going to take a huge gamble here. This is an enormous gamble, and it might not pay off. Holy crap, we got lucky. He did not get claimed. Huge. That's actually huge. Now we can hold on to him. And he could actually be really good for our AHL. We can hold on to him. So let's keep Wilcox in there. We'll sit Brunette. He doesn't need to be there. We can keep Ullmark. Maybe it's the cap hit being as high as it was that kept it out, but it was a very big risk, but it paid off for us. Because I don't want to necessarily trade Ullmark yet, but we need to get Luukkonen in there. And I'll, in fact, probably extend Ullmark. I think he'd be a very solid backup for us. Luukkonen should be making his way up to a starter very quickly. And Lehner could get statistical growth. We could flip him on the last year of his contract for a big return, essentially. So I think we can maneuver and do that. Damn it, Tage Thompson's listed as second line. Let's see if we can get him some extra ice time. Marov's doing really good. He's got only 1 power play point. He's on the point on the power play. I would like to get some power play time to Tage Thompson here. Barry not scoring a huge amount of points. Risto is. Barry's on the power play. I could take him off he's on the second unit. Dahlon's on the top. He's not getting that much either. I could split them up. I could do Dahlon on the second unit. Have Barry just off the power play. And also go with Tage Thompson here. Yeah, Nylander's a third liner, but I'll keep him on the second line for now, even though he's not doing that good. Sucks not having Barry on the power. He's really good. Like it's kind of It's kind of hard to take him off. But we do need to give Tage Thompson some extra ice time. Maybe penalty kill. Maybe penalty kill instead. Let's try him on penalty kill. Ooh, hold on. Berglund. Now listed as depth. So we could actually use him as depth if we wanted to. So I have an idea. Let's get Tage Thompson in there. Berglund is just going to keep declining. What am I doing? I want to see what Weiss is. So this will also help with that. Fourth line isn't doing too good anyway. Let's see what Weiss is going to be. So there we go. He won't be on the penalty kill or anything like that. Right? No. Yeah, let's try something like this out. And I might do that as well. Yeah, because I still like to get Barry a lot of ice time. Even though he's getting plenty already. Shutdown isn't too good. Not that it looks like, at least. But Gooley and Dahlin, how they doing? Slightly better? I don't know. I can't tell. We'll see if Barry and Ristolainen together will do something good. Alright, let's go with that for now. And actually, was that the end? 5-7-1. Was that enough? I lost track. I did so many changes here. Or no, that was preseason. No, we only did that for, yeah, we haven't done the full thing here. So let's try those out and sim up here. Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, wait, nothing's really changed. Well, derp, I have to sim for that. All right, so we win a game. Lost the next. Won another one. Dale Weiss liking his ice time. Lost morale because of performance. Good year for rookies. That's what I like to hear, because it looks like we should have a good pick. Lost to locker room chemistry. Jeff Skinner has been injured with back spasms. November 20th. Luckily, that's not too long. And since we're kind of tanking, I'm very tempted just to shove in what's-his-name. But our first line's doing poor. Like, very poor. So I don't really want to... Our whole team's doing poor, scoring-wise. Besides Nylander. Go up Nylander. You know what? Marov will get a big extra ice time. And then we'll shove in freaking Berglund here. And he'll get on the power play, which is dumb, but whatever. It's not for 3-on-3. Same thing. It's kind of stupid, but at the same time, we're doing so terribly that it really doesn't matter. And again, it's looking like we're a bit of a tank year. Luukkonen's done great so far. Lehner dropped a bit. Okay. Nice win, then another loss. Ooh, a big win right there. 8-2. Then another big win. 6-4. Berglund carrying. No. Oh, Jeff Skinner's fully healed. There we go. Okay. So now we can switch it back. But yeah, that first line, a lot to be desired right now. Eichel, okay, he's getting better now, but they start off very poor. They're starting to ramp up there, maybe because Nylander was on their damn line. Who the hell knows? But it's looking good right now. Oh, Weiss is only a 74. Holy hell. Well, at least we know. Get Berglund in there. Jesus. How's Beaulieu doing? +2. I was gonna say, like, let's see what two-way guy while Rutta is a defensive. Yeah, so it's still better to have them two working together. Dahlin +3. He's got 12 points in 22 games played. Not bad. 5 points for Gooley and +1. Takes a bit of penalties. Yep, Tyson Barrie, their plus-minus getting solved. That should be, I guess, what we're doing here. And Lehner, back to getting it done. Luukkonen's only played 1 game, but that's okay. Let's continue. Nice win right there. Shootout victory, I should say. And another win. Now we're scoring. Okay, lost that game. Only scored 2, but still. Bunch of games right there we scored. Even then, we lost, but we got 3 goals. So if we can get that, if we lose, just get me 3 goals, man. I'd rather not let in a bunch of goals, though. Because as I said, I would like Lehner to get maybe statistical growth. So 12, 12, and 2 here. We're a 500 team. Ristolainen's leading our team in points with 24. That is crazy. We're 3 points out of the playoffs. We're likely not going to make it. But we're improving as a squad. Our team is improving, and that's important. So let's see. Goals for per game, 3.08. That's great. That's way better than it was last year. Goals against, 2.37. Now, that's not as good. 22.9 power play. That's amazing. Penalty kill, 82.6. You know what? We're not bad. It's just we haven't found ways to win all the games. 6-6-1 on home and away, respectfully. So, yeah, we're just a basic 500 team. 5-4-1 in the last 10. Yeah, we're, like I said, everything about us is like a 500 team. But if we improve that goals against a bit more, we would, we'd be pretty damn good. Let's stick with forwards for now. 21 points for Nylander, 20 for Silfverberg. Big old resurgence there for a Silfverberg. 18 points only for Jack Eichel. First line seems to be kind of struggling, but at least the second line's going. That helps. That helps all our growers. Eichel will grow regardless. You know, he's 91. He probably won't even get any much better than that. He doesn't really need to. I wish his awareness was a bit higher, like at 94, like his passing, but it's not bad. He's got a good shot and everything, too. I would like to get slightly better, though, with that contract. Anyway, Middlestats got 17 points. Sam Reinhart was 17. Marov was 16, 11 goals. He's right now on pace for 30. Keep it going. Jeff Skinner, he has played less games. Only 14 points for him. They're all minuses up there, too. So that's not amazing. But Ristolainen, you could also argue he's taken away some points there. And Barry's got 12, so that's 36 points on that top defensive unit, and a lot of those are going in on when the first line's on the ice, most likely. Dahlin's got 14 points on 26 games played. He's doing solid. I would like him to keep this pace up. He should have about a 40-point season if he keeps that up, and that's good. He's got 2 points on the power play. Barry's got Ristolainen has none. Interesting. Whatever. I don't really care. Beaulieu's got a game winner. Greiba played a few games, did good for us. +2, got an assist in there. Only took 1 minor penalty in 6 games played. Good on you, Greiba. And goaltender-wise, okay, Lehner's dropped off. Luukkonen, why aren't they playing Luukkonen more, man? It's a bit interesting. The automated goal rotations is like really riding Lehner, and he's just not doing that good. Well, whatever. No rookies this year. Okay, but like I said, our scoring's way up, and Ristolainen is doing great. I mean, maybe a shot at the frickin' Norris for Ristolainen if he keeps this up. I don't think he will, but I'm a little concerned with how our first line's doing. Minuses and stuff like that, but I have a feeling they'll get better, I hope. Not much I can do about it. I don't want to break up that second line. Like, plain and simple. I can't make a good case for breaking up that second line right now. You saw how they're doing. They seem to be working really well together. Nylander's not even a second liner, but he's killing it. Absolutely killing it, man. He should develop into a perfect second liner, and with his production, I mean, whew, excited. Middlestat, I mean, 18 points. Nylander's got 21. Silfverberg's got 20. I mean, it's great. Second line's doing good. So again, I can't really make an argument to. Okay, now Tage Thompson's back listed as third liner. Whatever. He's getting penalty kill time. He's got solid defensive stats, so whatever. Okay. Yeah. The only iffy parts are goaltending. How is Ullmark doing down there in the AHL? I think that's, yeah, no, okay, he's doing very good. Absolutely crushing it for our AHL. And that's going to help our younger guys, too. Bochenski's now a 77. Now listed as a minor checker. I'm going to leave him in that role because he's got 18 points in 20 games played. That's good. 18 points for him as well. Asplund has got 17. They probably drop off after that. Yep, as I thought. Afinogenov is a 58, bottom 6, unfortunate. Hanula, also a bottom 6. But hey, it was still worth taking a gamble on. Sim, that's another guy I signed. He's absolutely nothing. And I signed Kronholm. Alright, so we did pick up a top 6 defenseman. Almost at 70 overall, so that's actually a good free agency signing. This guy could develop well. Hakkarainen, oh, he had to, didn't he? Only a low top 4, and he's very low overall, so he's likely, yeah, as the offensive defenseman, maybe an AHL ringer of the future, but nothing really more than that. Unfortunate. I was hoping for a red elite out of that. Low elite, whatever. Words. Alright, other than that, though, Wilcox is at least should be a decent backup, but he isn't. All right, so that's that. Let's check out the progress reports before we wrap things up here. But yeah, 500 team. But we're getting a lot of good production from places that we want to see it. Oh, statistical growth, no natural. Okay. Hopefully we see some natural growth there. Ristolainen, statistical, not natural. But still, he's still being 89 overall. Reinhardt, same thing. He is 25 though, so that makes a bit of sense. Skinner, this will probably all just be statistical. Dahlin, on the other hand, should be natural. What? Okay, he's got statistical, but he better get natural as well. Because that wouldn't make any sense for him not to grow throughout this year. Lehner, he's only got 1 point of statistical growth to his freaking durability, and that bumped him up, seriously? Ridiculous after what he did last season. Oh well. Middle stat, statistical minuses. He'll erase that after this year. Definitely. Alright, interesting. Now let's go in the system. Okay, there we go. Steckel's grown by 13. The low starter actually grew a decent chunk, 61. Roloff's grown a bit. Grigorenko grew a bit. Mikola. Now someone asked if this was the same Mikola. It's not. His name's Vesa. That was Kai Mikola that we had in Seattle. And Nichols is growing slightly. So not a whole lot of growth yet, but again, very early. Speaking of which, we were also, say McGrath is 77. He's listed as 4th line. We could bring him up and then have 2 depth forwards. Not that it really matters, but this guy isn't signed, so he is a sniper though, right? Yeah. So would he be good on the 4th line? I might wait a bit. I might wait a bit to see if he grows, because we have had guys grow even more. He is only 19. He's almost 80 overall. Don't need to rush him. I might see if he grows past and gets up to like 3rd line. Byfield's 75. I'm glad I didn't sign him. He needs some development. Let's check overalls here. That would be the best thing to do. Olmark, yeah. Bailey, nope. McGrath. Pachensky, yeah, he needs obviously development. Asplund, yeah, everyone. Now there, where was that? Who's that defenseman I was thinking of? It's like a top 4. Ehrhoff, 73. Yeah, no, he needs. I could sign him and play him AHL, but I also got some guys there, so I'm just gonna leave him off because while he may improve our team, we also got all the guys there who are playing are growing, most of them. But yeah, and again, this guy will grow just fine off contract. He might not even need to play AHL. Might be able to just sign him. Anyway, it's still early, so don't worry about lack of growth. But let me know, should I sign that the sniper guy, 77 overall, play him 4th line? I don't know if that's a great idea. I might. Again, he still will grow. We've seen guys grow off contract up to the mid low 80s, so it's not. I don't think we'll be stunting him. We do have a spot open on that 4th line. 4th line isn't doing too good, but would that benefit that guy playing on the 4th line? When I would rather play him, get him ready and have him come up and play 3rd line or something like that. That would be a lot better in my eyes. But don't know if we'll have that luxury. So, and I'll leave that to you guys. Should we just sign him and put him in our 4th line spot, since we have 2 guys who are only listed as depth there in Berglund and Weiss? It won't really hurt our team chemistry much if, you know, they sit. So that's there. You know, there's an option. And about our goaltender situation, should we just trade Lehner now as it looks like he'll keep this up and not be able to get statistical growth? Should we still wait? But if we trade him, we'll have to bring up Olmark. Then at least Luukkonen and Olmark will split off very evenly. Luukkonen will be able to get some more games, so could be good. And we should be able to get a very good return for Robin Lehner there. At least like a first from some team. But it does suck. I want him to get statistical growth, and he didn't. It happens, though. All right, so let me know about all that stuff that I just mentioned, and that will take care of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.